Welcome to this week's 5 Minutes of Revelation, and today in those 5 minutes I want to encourage you with two great verses from Matthew 18, and that's verse 21 to 22. Because here Peter asked Jesus, "Lord, how often will my brother sin against me and I forgive him?" So Peter is asking him, "Hey Jesus, how many times do I have to forgive that person that keeps sinning against me, that keeps insulting me, that keeps treating me bad, whatever it is they do? How many times do I have to forgive them?" "As many as 7 times, he asks. Jesus said to him, "I do not say to you 7 times, but 70 times 7. And if you look at the Bible in the context, you will see that Jesus didn't just mean 70 times 7. No, what he means that every time someone sins against you, every time someone treats you bad, every time someone does you wrong, you need to be ready and you need to be willing to forgive them. And chances are that you've heard this verse. Chances are that you've heard about this. But let me encourage you today with it. I don't want to tell you that you have to forgive everyone and then just leave you there feeling bad about it, thinking, well, I can't do that anyway, not after what they did to me. No, I want to use this verse to encourage you. See, because you need to forgive those people that did you wrong, not for their sake. You don't need to forgive those people for their sake. No, it's important that you forgive them for your own sake. See, because if you hold on to unforgiveness, if you don't let go of what people have done to you, of the way people treated you, then you don't hurt them. No, you hurt yourself and you cut yourself off from God. See, because God says that you need to forgive people in order that He can come into your life, that He can forgive you and make you free. That's why it's important that you forgive people, not for their sake, no, for your own sake. See, because unforgiveness always happens when someone treats you wrong, when someone hurts you in one way or another. See, someone hurts you and now you are the one that is in the position to forgive. Now, if you don't forgive, if you hold on to that hurt, then you're living in unforgiveness. And see, as long as you live in unforgiveness, you're holding on to the hurt that that person brought into your life. And that's exactly the reason why it's hurting you and not them. If you hold on to the hurt by not forgiving that person, you are suffering from it. So you don't only suffer the time that the person treated you bad. No, you suffer the whole time. Some people even suffer the rest of their lives from this one thing that one person at some time in their past did to them, simply because they cannot forgive. And see, God does not want you to be that person. God does not want you to go through life suffering simply because you will not make the choice to forgive. So just keep that in mind. As long as you hold on to unforgiveness, you are hurting yourself. You're not letting go of the hurt that someone brought into your life, and you are the one suffering from it. And see, that means you need to forgive. And forgiveness is not something that you should do by feeling, because most of the time you will not feel like forgiving that person. But see, forgiveness has nothing to do with your feelings. You should live and rule over your feelings. You don't have to live by your feelings. Jesus made you free from that you can live above your feelings. And that's why forgiveness is a choice. Just like you choose to love, just like God chooses to forgive you and to not remember whatever it is you did and however you messed up, it is a choice. And when you say, well, I don't want this to hurt me anymore, then you need to choose to forgive that person. You need to come before God, come before that person and say, hey, I choose to forgive you. Make this decision with God, and then go to that person and tell them, I forgive you for what you did to me. If you can reach them, that's a good thing to do. But then what's even more important is to hold on to it and stick to that choice. See, because the devil will come and tell you, well, are you really sure that you want to forgive that person? Are you really sure that that's it, that you're not going to bring this back up again? That's where you need to be strong, and that's where you need to hold on to the choice that you made. See, because when you forgive someone, it means that you rid it out of your life, that you act as if it never happened, and that you choose to not remember it anymore and never bring it back up again. So when you choose to forgive someone, never bring it back up again. The moment that you forgave them, it's gone. act like it's gone out of your life, out of their lives. Act like it's gone and never bring it back up again. See, because that's how God does it with you. When you come to Him and ask Him for forgiveness, He will forgive you and He will never bring it back up again. The devil might to try and trick you into something, to try and make you feel bad, but God never will. And the moment you are forgiven, you shouldn't be influenced by anyone telling you about that, by anyone trying to bring it back to your remembrance, because it's gone. And that's how you should act when you forgive someone. You should choose to forgive them and then let it go. Never remember it again. Let it go out of your life. Let it go out of their lives. And that's how the hurt and every bad thing that comes with it will also leave you. And that's what I find so encouraging about these verses. It's not about doing something nice for the other person. No, it's about doing something good for yourself. It's about staying in the connection with God and staying in His blessing. Don't let the hurt that someone caused you stay into your life for year after year after year. No, choose to forgive them right here. Choose to forgive them right now, and then let go of it. Get back on the good road, on the road of blessing with God, on the road where there is no unforgiveness, where there's freedom from it. So take this with you. Be blessed by that. Don't forget to read your chapter a day, and I'll see you again next week.